Today we're going to create some really crazy roosters, or maybe even turkeys, inspired by a famous artist named Pablo Picasso. He was the most famous artist of the 1900s in Europe. So let's look at his work. When Picasso was 15, he drew this picture of himself. 15! He was so good at drawing realistically, but he got sick of it fast. This is him when he was 18. His self-portrait when he was 20, 24, 25, 35, self-portrait at 56, when he was 83, 85, and 90 years old. What do you think of these portraits? What do you notice about them? Do you think Picasso just got really ugly when he got older? Or was his style constantly changing? One of his quotes is, "There's only one way to look at things until someone shows us how to look at them with different eyes." Today we're going to draw a rooster using new eyes to try to see it differently. Picasso made really simple roosters. He broke them apart into stiff, sort of energetic little lines, and he drew it using a style he invented with some friends called Cubism. Cubism is where you are looking at something from different angles at the same time. So look at this face. It looks all jumbled up because you're seeing it sort of from the front and from the side all at once. Also, Cubism involves lots of geometric shapes. So this is his painting of a violin that's broken into pieces. Can you see a lot of geometric shapes, like squares and triangles and rectangles, in these roosters that he painted? So let's get ready to draw a rooster using new eyes. It can be silly, realistic, a little bit like Picasso's. Let's just see what happens. Your first job is to pick your art materials. At school, we're going to use bright paper and some chalk and oil pastels. These are really messy, and you probably don't have them at home. I don't even have them at home. So you might want to use crayons, markers, or colored pencils. You can still have a lot of fun with this using ordinary stuff. Below this video are pictures of roosters and turkeys to look at, as well as some step-by-step directions, or you could follow me in this video. So one thing you could do is try to draw a realistic-ish rooster. You could start with one of the pictures down below this video and draw what you see. I'm kind of breaking this big old bird into simple shapes. And this is not meant to be a step-by-step video where you follow what I'm doing exactly. I'm just kind of giving you some hints. Then you can color it however you want. So that was option A, draw from one of those photos. Option B is to draw in the style of Le Coq, his probably most famous rooster picture, and I will guide you through that right now. Here's my setup. On the left, I'm going to use chalk and oil pastel on bright paper, and on the right, I'm just going to use crayons and pretend Picasso is drawing a turkey, since it's almost Thanksgiving. Also, please stop the video if it's going too fast. You're going to begin with your rooster's eyes, and you want to make sure it's low enough that you have room for the big comb on top. I started with blue and then changed my mind and tried white because I could see that better. 2 eyes, and then a big yelling mouth. If you want your mouth to be just cute or silly, go for it. I'm kind of just winging it with this turkey on the right because Picasso has never seen a turkey. Next, for the rooster, we're going to make another line around the mouth and add the comb. Your comb can be spiky, whatever you think would look fun. A turkey's bald on top, so we'll just add the smooth head and the long neck. For the rooster, our next part is the waddle, I think it's called. They're like 2 money bags hanging under its chin and a long tongue sticking out. For the turkey, it's just got this bloopy thing hanging over the top of its nose. And feel free to add a hat, sunglasses, whatever makes you happy. Next, you're going to add a neck on the rooster. We've already got a neck on the turkey, so we're good there. The rooster's body is pretty round. It kind of looks almost like a boot. So I'm going to go around, come back up under the first money bag, and there we have a body. For the turkey, wow, turkeys are just really round. So almost like a big old circle, and we'll add the feathers later. 2 legs for my rooster with some lovely claw feet, and a couple legs for my turkey. Now the tail. The tail on a real rooster is amazing. Picasso kind of simplified it to make it a wiggly line. The turkey is a little more complicated, right? Picasso would probably have separated it into pieces. So we're gonna make a fan shape for the tail, an ovally shape for the wings, and let's give our little rooster a wing too. Now we'll add an extra line behind the rooster's neck like Picasso did here. And for Madame Turkey, we'll add some extra feathers onto the wings. And I'm just gonna add 1,000 feathers because this is one feathery bird. Back to the rooster, and this is where you can look at Picasso's, you can look at yours, and just kind of go to town. Picasso made a line on the chest and little lines going diagonally, almost like the veins on a leaf. He made some purpley stripes on the back of the rooster's neck. He noticed that there are more lines on the tail feathers, so he kind of simplified them to shapes. And he made some curvy lines that look like feathers. My friends in class are going to be, adding all these different lines to make it feel like feathers and blending and all that good stuff. For my buddies at home, you get to play around. See what kind of marks you can make with crayon. See what kind of marks you can make with marker. See what you can do with colored pencil to make it feel like feathers or fun designs. And if your coloring gets kind of messy, try outlining it in black. It will pull it all together. Really looking forward to seeing what you make today, guys. Please share a picture if you can.